Hello students. So today we are going to deal with type of sentences. This topic is especially helpful for class 10th SSC board, but it can be helpful for CBSE and iOS board as well. So in today's class, we will understand the sentence structure, transformation, for language study as well. So first of all, we will understand the classification of sentences. So classification by meaning or by function. So we have four types in that, which is assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. So as you could see here, assertive, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. So all the sentences have their own meaning here. Assertive, the another name can be declarative as well, which is a simple sentence. Interrogative, it's a question. Whereas an imperative sentence will be command or request when we are commanding or when we are requesting something. Exclamatory, when we have some sudden emotions, feelings that is being expressed in a sentence, that is an exclamatory sentence. So this is the first type of classification. Any of these type of sentences or conversion can come in the exam. Then we have classification by structure, that is on the basis of clause, how many clauses it has and how much independent or dependent clauses it has. So talking about a simple sentence will definitely have one independent clause. Compound sentence will have two independent clause and they are connected by a conjunction. We will discuss which type of conjunction is coming under compound sentence. Then we have a complex sentence wherein we have one independent and one dependent clause. Let us go in detail now discussing these types of sentences. So first we will understand the very first one, which is assertive and interrogative assertive sentences, assertive or declarative sentences. So it is a simple sentences which will describe some fact or opinion or some description. And the very important thing to identify this type of sentence, it will have a full stop at the end. But you have to note that there can be a positive sentence as well as negative sentence. Negative sentence which will include not, never, never, neither. These type of sentence are negative sentence. When not a negation is not involved in a sentence, then it is called as affirmative. Another name for affirmative is positive as well. And negative is negative, like which is expressing some not in it or never in it. Let's take an example of positive sentence. Mumbai is a bustling city. Okay, a very simple sentence with a full stop. So this type of sentence is a declarative sentence, a positive declarative, affirmative declarative sentence. He does not skip his class. So not is given in the sentence. So yes, this is also an assertive sentence, but it is a negative sentence here. So I hope everyone is clear with this assertive or declarative sentence. The second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. So basically, it's a direct question. If someone is asking something, it's the sentence is in a question form. So that's an interrogative sentence. And as it is a question mark, it will end with a question mark as well. It's a question, so it will end with a question mark. So we can also say it is WH type of question or yes or no questions. Okay, now let us look at an example. What is your goal for the SSC exam? See, WH type of question, there is a question mark at the end. So what type of sentence it is? Definitely it is an interrogative sentence. See, let's look at the yes or no type of question. Are you attending the session today? So what do you think? What can be an answer here? It can be yes or no. Yeah, so this is yes or no type of question, which is again an interrogative sentence. I hope everyone is going good with the two sentences that we have discussed. Next is imperative sentence. Now, imperative sentence, the definition goes like this. It expresses a command, request, advice, or order. Okay, someone is requesting something, someone is giving a command or an order or a request. So that type of sentence is called as imperative sentence. Now, there will be a subject, you, which is usually hidden or implied. Okay, so it's a command, but you is not there. It will be hidden somewhere. Let's understand it with an example. And yes, one more thing, it will end with a full stop or an exclamation mark. Okay, let's understand understand this with an example. Submit your assignment immediately. Okay, so you have to submit your assignment immediately. That's a command. See, it's having a full stop at the end. So this type of sentences wherein you feel that someone is giving a command or a request or an order, that is an imperative sentence. Then let's look at the next example. Please lend me your grammar textbook. Okay, so you have to lend the grammar textbook, but the word please makes us understand that it is a request and there is a full stop at the end as well. So this type of sentence is called as imperative sentence. Now moving on to the next one, that is the exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences, by definition, it is like it will express strong, sudden emotions or feelings. So basically, when feelings is being expressed in a sentences, any kind of emotions, that will be considered as exclamatory sentence, and it will always end with exclamation mark. So it will often start with what, a, or an, or how. Okay, what a beautiful performance it was, and that's an exclamation there. How smartly you solved the question. Yeah, so astonish. Emotions are being expressed here. That's an exclamatory sentence. So these are the 4 types of sentences which we have discussed till now. Let us move on to the structural type, that is the simple sentence. Now, the core rule here to understand a simple sentence is it will have one main clause, okay, and it is independent clause. So it will have one finite verb. It will contain one non-finite verb. Non-finite words are gerunds, infinitives, participles, that are all non-finite verbs. And it expresses a single complete thought, like clearly. One sentence is like single and complete. Let us take an example to understand this thoroughly. A young boy worked hard to clear the SSC exam. Okay, so as you could see, worked, which is a verb. And what type of verb it is? Finite verb. That's correct. So young boy work hard to clear the SSC exam. So it's a one clear sentences which is making us understand the whole thing that the boy is working hard to clear the exam. Now let us understand with participle here. Hearing the bell, the students walked into the class. So as you could see, again walked is there, which is a finite verb. And there is a participle also in this. Yeah, into hearing the bell, the student walked into the class. Okay, there is a comma also in between, but it is a full sentence. You cannot consider hearing the bell and the student walk into the class separately. Otherwise, we won't understand. Hearing the bell, what? The student walk into the class, why, when? We don't know. So when hearing the bell, the student walked into the class is considered as a full complete sentence. It is clearly, and we are clearly understanding the complete thought here. So that's the reason, again, this is also being considered as a simple sentence. And you can clearly identify wherever we have one independent clause, though that will be considered as simple sentence. Okay, on the basis of clause. Okay. Now let us move on to the next one, which is a compound sentence. So first of all, it will contain 2 or more independent clauses, which are joined by a coordinating conjunction. Now, what is coordinating conjunction? Coordinating conjunction is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So these are the for like memory. If you have to remember, you can remember it's fan voice for, and, no, nor, be, but, o, or, why, yet, s, so. And there are other coordinating conjunction as well, like also, not only but also, as well as. So whenever you see these kind of conjunction in a sentence, so clear, completely and clearly that is the case of compound sentence. Now let us understand this with an example which comes in your board exam. The player was severely injured, but he finished the entire match. See, the player was severely injured. That is one part of the sentence. That is a one sentence. He finished the entire match. That is another part of the sentence. But the coordinating conjunction but is attaching both the sentences together. So this type of sentence is called as compound sentence. Now let us take one more example wherein we have not only but also. He not only completed the work but also helped his friend. See, He not only completed his work, okay, that can be one part, but the not only and but also is there in a sentence, which is making us understand that again this is a compound sentence. I hope everyone is clear with the compound sentence. Now next is a complex sentence. It contains one independent clause and one subordinate. Subordinate means which is a dependent clause. One clause which is dependent on the first. Okay, and here also we have some conjunction, but these conjunctions are called as subordinating conjunction, which include because, although, if, unless, when, while, though, that, which, who, where. So these are all subordinating conjunction. Whenever you see the video, I request you to make down the notes. So it will be helpful for you to refer for your exam. Now let us understand the complex sentence also with the help of an example. When the rain stopped, we went out to play in the backyard. So when the rain stopped, okay, that's the first part of a sentence. That's a dependent clause. We went out to play in the backyard. That's an independent clause. So the word went makes us understand that this is a complex sentence. He secured top marks because he studied systematically every day. He studied systematically every day is dependent. He scored top marks. Independent. And the words because is a subordinating conjunction which is joining both the ideas here. So I hope you all are clear with the structural type of the sentences as well. In the next class, we will be discussing about transformation formulas. Okay, wherein one sentence has to be transformed to the other has to be like assertive has to be transformed to exclamatory, exclamatory to assertive, simple to compound, simple to complex. So these type of questions come in the exam, in the board exam. So this will be definitely helpful. So we will be continuing from here, from the transformation in the coming class. Okay, see you all soon. Subscribe to the channel so that you get the notification.